Hey guys, James again with TFBTV. I'm over here at the SIG booth, but to call it a booth really, it doesn't emphasize the fact that this is like the size of like a college auditorium. As usual, you guys always pulling out all the stops.
It's Fob SIG.
Yeah, right? Yeah, and I've got Rich with me, good friend of mine, TFB reader, right? He doesn't watch the videos though, he hates them. And we've got something that I know you guys have been really eager for me to see and that I've been really eager to see, and that is the SIG P365. We all know what this is. This is a 10+1 gun, so you have 11 rounds of capacity, but in a package that's the same size as most common single stack 9mm. And Rich, I want you to explain to everybody, I mean, this is brand new, so give them the rundown, please.
Absolutely. So how we got to here was first, all starts here. The magazine, if you can zoom in, you can see the magazine, there's a slight taper here. It's a little wider at the bottom, then it tapers up. We designed the magazine first, and then the gun around the magazine. Kind of like the A-10 Warthog, one of my favorite planes. They designed the gun and the plane around the gun.
Yeah.
We did the same thing here. We designed the magazine first, patent pending on the magazine, and then designed the gun around that. And then we took some of the things that worked extremely well for us on 320, and we incorporated it into 365. Mainly trigger press, trigger reset, and safety. Have to have the slide lock to rear, have to have the magazine out in order to disassemble the firearm. So and the trigger press on this is just phenomenal. When you look at pictures of this, it's very deceiving. I'm sure as your readers, and since I read your comments section frequently, I know you guys.
Never go there.
It's not a Glock 26, not even close. The only thing you can compare it to really is a Glock 43, and there really is no comparison once you fired this. Out of the box, the trigger's amazing. Comes with night sights, metal mags. You get the 10-round flush, the 10-round extended. In the box for $599.99 MSRP. This gun is just absolutely phenomenal. What we did, which was really unique, is the high undercut on the trigger guard and the high undercut, the high up on the back strap you can get, really get your hand nice and high up on there, and the trigger is actually closer to the slide than our competitors, so your bore axis complaints out there are negated.
Yeah, and then it's funny because you say you design the magazine, and then you design the gun around the magazine, and that makes a lot of sense to me because people have been asking me, they said, hey, James, what's your opinion? And I said, look, 10 rounds is 10 rounds. 10 rounds, you can't make 9mm smaller, right? It becomes 380 at that point.
Exactly.
And so I was gonna come over and I was gonna bust your scam, but it's not. I mean, this is a 10+1 gun. This is smaller than my Glock 26, substantially smaller. What are we looking at weight-wise, by the way? 14 ounces, 15?
14, 15 ounces, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
Not off the top of my head,
like.
it's been a long shot show, guys, forgive me.
Yeah, Rich has been grinding away at this like all day. This is like, in fact, you better not screw up because I just watched you do this 10 times back to back to back. You've had more dry
You had to throw me off with the weight question, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, that's what it feels like, around 14, 15 ounces.
It's both that.
And yeah, it looks like about an inch thick.
It is. It's approximately 1 inch thick.
Yeah, and so this thing's for real. I don't know how you did it, but you cram 10 rounds into something that's the size of most comparable single stack 9mm. You've got, I see you got the forward checkering right here, the serrations. Yeah, and I mean that to me, to get forward serrations, that's something that people have been looking for. In fact, I just saw the Car S9 and they're putting forward serrations.
Yes, they are.
There are some popular manufacturers out there that aren't including forward serrations.
No, they're not.
Won't name any names.
That's okay.
But really the selling point for this thing is the trigger. We're looking at, like, it seems like about 5.5 pounds.
5.5, 6.5.
Yeah, 5.5, 6.5 pounds. But then the reset, guys, you can listen. Audible and tactile reset. Right there.
Slick.
Yeah, and that trigger this is one of the best triggers that I've felt on a subcompact 9mm like this. So again, I said I was going to come over here, I was going to expose you guys.
I wish you could. But
Yeah.
No, I don't wish you could. I'm glad you tried.
Yeah. And no, I know exactly what you're saying. I wanted to come over here and I really wanted to scrutinize this thing, but it's what you guys said.
Let's scrutinize it then.
Yeah,
all right, so some of the complaints.
Scrutinize the hell out of it.
Absolutely. So some of the complaints or some of the comments that I've read on numerous blogs and on the internet is proprietary rail. Well, who's got a gun this size that has a rail? One.
Right.
And yeah, we did a proprietary rail because why would I put 1913 technology on a 2018 gun?
Sure, that's a good point.
A 1913 rail would make this extremely bulkier, a lot boxier, and I wouldn't be able to be as small as I could.
Sure.
I'd still get the capacity, but why go there? So we did do a proprietary rail, and with our electro-optics division, because we have an entire division dedicated to optics, if you didn't know, we designed, this is a 100 plus lumen white light, and we have a laser module as well, and these snap on right onto the rail. And if you are a stippler and you want to stipple your gun, the only other thing this shares with 320 is you can take the fire control unit out like a 320, but it's not as user-friendly like I mentioned. But
and to stop you right there, it's a serialized trigger group, right?
Correct.
And so as far as legality goes, guys, that means unlike a lot of, I mean, almost every other gun out there, if you change the frame out, that's a new gun. If you buy a new frame, that's a new gun. So you guys, you like to hack at your stuff at home, stipplers. If you screw it up, you can just buy a new frame, right?
Yep,
and
42 bucks.
FFL, yeah, 42
bucks. You're back to OEM, because no one's going to take a trade in with a stipple grip frame, stipple grip. So
hack away, get your soldering irons out.
Exactly.
Screw it up,
exactly.
Try to make your Punisher skull or whatever the hell.
Mullen Labe, all day. I'm a pie hitter all day.
Oh God.
But it ships with night sights. You got the 2 mags. We've got holsters already out on the market from Black Point Tactical, so we've already addressed holsters. We've got this gun out to many other holster manufacturers as well. So we got IWB, OWB options, so this gun's gonna be a home run.
And you guys are sending one to me in a couple of weeks with the appendix carry holster.
Outstanding, it's fantastic.
So I'm really excited about it. Rich, you're the man.
Thank you
so much.
Thanks for coming out, appreciate it.